Chapter 6 Patrick. I can recall the first time I heard the words Scree Magig. I was 12, cocky as heck, living in Eindhoven and struggling with deciding which professional youth football team I would sign with, PSV or Ajax. Whichever one I signed with would take care of all my needs until 17 or 18, when I would be given a full professional contract. So you can imagine how I felt when I heard those words. Quickly followed by, "Pack your bags, son. You're moving to Japan." Before I knew it, I was living in Japan, immersed in all things Japanese to quicken my learning of the language and culture. Within 3 months, I spoke and understood Japanese fluently, at which point I was shipped off to a secret location to study with the samurai, ninja, weapons masters, and Aunt Yoshiko, who would teach me all about Scree magic and intimacy. I was also obligated to study Chinese, Japanese, English, French, Brazilian Portuguese, and the various martial arts of those countries. I'm 17 now and starting my first quest with a stupid finder's test. Although I am irritated with Aunt Yoshiko for giving me a test, I am at the same time excited about what is to come. I am ready to show my teachers and my adversaries how awesome my powers are. I knew the start of the quest would not be racing or jolting, but rather a smooth, mellow, natural adventure tinged with sadness and the discovery of a deep longing fulfilled. I got this from a true dream. My true dreams are usually not significant. I don't have them so often and can't see how they could be of any real use. So there I was, burning up, jogging down a long, dusty road in Death Valley, California, towards the small house on a hill a few miles away. I took off my t-shirt and dipped it in the bucket of water next to the bus stop before wrapping it around my head. 2 benches covered by an old, raggedy umbrella qualified as a bus stop in this part of America. My test was vague, but it had to do with recognizing beauty, truth, and basking in one's deepest desire. When I arrived at the house, I was not at all pleased by my surroundings. The place looked desolate. It was hot, rocky, dusty, and very stale smelling. I jogged up to the shack, dying of thirst from the terrible 5-mile run, and crashed through the dusty screen door. I did not see it because I was so parched. I always overreact, but I was parched. The scene I fell into was filled with the tension of unsaid words and unseen meaning. "Excuse me, can I have some water?" "I'm parched." I was always rude. The tension in the room left as the little silver-haired lady let out a cackle. Well, what do we have here? And where did it come from? "Ohio. Sorry, hi, I'm Patrick, and I came from Japan." Well, my name is Wynette, and this is my grandchild Emily. So what can I do you for?" "Oh, don't tell me, I know. Here you go." Thank you. I just love cherry lemonade. "Good. There's a whole pitcher right in back of you. Help yourself." "So what can old Wynette give you that you ain't got already?" "Well, ma'am, no offense, but I don't think you can give me anything. In fact, I think I'm not where I should be." "Just a moment, young man. Relax a bit and recover your strength. Help yourself to some tea, sandwiches, and petit four on the table next to you. I need to finish my talk with Emily. I couldn't help but overhear their conversation as I helped myself to the surprisingly amazing high tea I was enjoying, but I had not seen when I barged into the little house. Wynette resumed her talk with a reluctant, sodden looking Emily. I took a seat and did not hide the fact I was listening to their conversation. Emily was denying her need to leave Wynette. Wynette was telling her she could not continue on her downward path. She needed to make a change. In fact, she needed to make several major changes fast, or else her future would be bleak. Wynette told Emily she needed to learn to shine, whatever that meant, and the only one qualified to help her help herself was herself and one other. Emily had a look of dejection on her face as she listened to Wynette. Her recalcitrant behavior irritated me, but on the other hand, I felt for her. Aunt Yoshiko had given me a similar talk just a few days ago. She even used the word shine in our talk. I am willing and able to make changes in my life, but this girl, Emily? I'm not so sure about her. She seemed like a loser. Wynette told Emily the only way she could help Emily was by sending her on her way. She told Emily she did not have to pack anything as all was already arranged. Then Wynette turned to me, only she was no longer a little old white grandma. She was a stunning reddish brown queen. Damn, she was little mother, the woman who found me in the Netherlands. How could I not recognize in any form the woman who changed and arranged my whole life up until now? She is extremely powerful, but still. The dilapidated house faded to show its true interior and exterior. It was a huge, magnificent manor house. I choked on the sandwich as I observed the lush gardens, various sized outbuildings, and small animals looking in on me from the many huge windows which made up most of the ground floor. The first part of your test, you failed, son. How could you not recognize me or my energy? How could you miss all the hints you were given? You have grown too cocky and thus less observant. I'm sorry, little mother. I did not know it was you. I know, son. And you failed. Let's see if you can do better. You will need to be at your best if you are to survive your quest.